Magnus, happy birthday! Don't forget about my birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Magnus! Magnus, happy birthday! Thanks, everyone. This is a present that we made between battles. Take good care of it. It's handcrafted, one of a kind. Gallant doll! This is a marionette that can be used by your doll masters. So, hey everyone, this is LP099 and welcome back to Let's Play Ogre Battle 64. Or, not quite yet. I will be cutting ahead to when I am properly ready to start the episode, because I was just walking back and forth because it was near the end of the year and Magnus turns 20 and all that, and we get the Gallant doll, which can be equipped on him. If I can equip the item, come on. The Gallant doll, holy shit, that's a lot of increase. Well, actually, it's like 1 strength, 4 vitality, 5 intelligence, 4 mentality, 5 agility, 4 dexterity, and then 1 to the defenses and 1 to the overall attack. That's pretty damn good. Doll given his birthday present. Its power reflects the battalion's leaders. Okay, cutting away. Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Ogre Battle 64. This is LP099, and today I did a lot off screen. I did a lot of which was very, very tedious, that really should not be shown. So I won't show any of it. I didn't record any of it. So, let's start with what I did. What I did, as you can probably see quite clearly now, there are a few changes right off the bat here in the organization screen that you can see. First off is Magnus' squad. You can see we have 2 Valkyries there. And then over here we have Troy in Dio's unit. So what happened there? If we go over... Hello! That's a lot of Hawkmen you have there. And a Hellhound. And a Griffin with the Worm. And Platinum Dragon. So, yeah. Units are changed a little bit. What I did was that I wanted to get a Platinum Dragon, because they are actually available in Milesia 2. So, after doing the second mission of Milesia, you can get Platinum Dragons in the Barrens, if I'm not completely mistaken. Yeah, I think it's the Barrens, and I believe it is Milesia 2. They start out as level 11. Also took the prime opportunity to get more Hawkmen. I got 3 of them. But as you can see, they're not quite Hawkmen anymore. Ahem. More on that a little bit later. And then while I was getting the Hawkmen, I got a Griffin too. So that was that's the neutral encounters that I ended up getting. So I figured, well, with the Hawkmen, I just would take the 2 out of Magnus' squad and put them in here. Well, as it turns out, I had a couple of sorceresses, I believe, that were lower level. It was, let's see, one of the sorceresses was in Troy's squad. Where was the other one? I forget where the other one? Oh, the other one was in Leia's squad. As you can see, Leia has a wizard. Or, wait. It was one of these other squads that had a sorceress in it. It was... I think it was Leia's squad. I think she had a sorceress. Yeah, Mulder. So, Mulder's now in here. I also had a level 4 fighter that I leveled up to a bit of a higher level. So, since the Hawkmen were level 9, the sorceress, one of the sorceresses was level, actually both of the sorceresses were level 8. I put a squad together with them and I leveled up the Hawkmen and the sorceresses. So after a while, they got to level 14. So what I ended up doing was I put changed the class of one of them to a Volten. It was this one. This guy was one of the Hawkmen. And then the other two became Ravens for the Thunder Arrow from the back. Because Thunder Arrow is a bit better than Wind Shot from the back, to be honest. And I also made the squad leader one of the Ravens because I'd rather have it in a more protected spot in the back than have the squad leader as a front lineman. Also, yes, Estevez. Estevez was the level 4 fighter that I trained up to become the leader of this unit with our new Griffin and the old Worm. Now, the two sorceresses that were in that squad I put with Magnus' squad, so they are level 13. And Magnus is 15. And if you see an item on Magnus in particular that is a bit telling of what else I've done, if you see the item there, his weapon, that is highly telling of what I had done to get the money for all of that training. Also note that these guys are level 15. These guys are 14. These guys are the same. These guys are 12 and 13, 13, 12, 13, 13, 13, 14, 13, 14, 13. Yeah, these guys are all much higher level now than they were. They're a bit closer together to each other. Before I had a lot of 9s, some 8s. Now they're all over level 12. Except for these guys, because I don't really need these guys, to be honest. I may just release these 4, because I don't really need them at this point. I have my Black Dragon, and I am happy to have my Black Dragon, my Thunder Dragon, which I finally realized what the Thunder Dragon turns into. It turns into a Quetzalcoatl, whatever. Quetzalcoatlus. Yeah. Alright, then we got our Platinum Dragon. I know exactly what he turns into. Now, the Hellhound. I actually need to put him into a squad. The Beastmaster squad is fine. Just replace the Worm. Fine by me. I could actually make 2 flying units, to be honest, to use the Griffin in one and the Worm in the other, but I would need 1 more Hawkman to make that efficient, or at least 1 other flying unit to make that efficient, although I do have a unit in mind. Yeah, I have a unit type in mind for that. That'll come up later, as in Chapter 3 later. Alright, so where did I get all this money? Well, if we leave the organization screen for a second, and we go into the Hyuga Report, and we look at people, Magnus is age 99. That means that every year there is a birthday event. I've shown this at the beginning of this video, in fact. And what that means is every year you get a gift. This gift is quite valuable, as in for the first, I think 50 or 60, maybe 70 years? Nah, not the 70 years. Basically from the time he's turning 19 until he turns about 80, 70 or 80. He gets some very valuable items. The items mainly are stat improving items. So the stat improving items are worth like 630 something to sell them. Do I have any? I do not have any more. Actually, yeah, 637. So the Flag of Unity will be our reference. You get a lot of them. You get one every year except for the milestone years of every time he turns 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 99. What are those items that you get when you turn 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 99? Well, one of those items we saw was the Gallant doll when he turned 20. He also gets the Marching Baton at age 30. He gets the Censer of Repose at age 40. Figurine of Slipnir at age 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and if I can find it on this big list, and 99. So, a few things to note about the birthdays is that the people who are attending the birthday are the unique characters you've gained throughout the story. Thus far, we only have a certain number of those, so actually we had all of them showing up, and plus Hugo will always be there. So we had Dio, we had Leia, we had Astabel, we had Katrina, and we had Troy that were there for all the birthday parties. At the start, beginning years, they're like, oh hey, happy birthday, happy birthday! And then over time, they get a bit more annoyed that the war has been taking so long. And eventually it gets to the point where people are just extremely bitter towards you. And there's the last period of years when you're in your 90s, you get absolute crappy gifts from the time you're 91 until you're 98. In fact, I got I think I got a Power Fruit, maybe a Heal Seed or two, these 2 heal packs, and this Angel Fruit is what you get when you're in your 90s. You're like, and literally Hugo says, don't expect much. He actually says, don't expect much. Like, we want this war to end. Don't expect much. And then when they give you the weapon, you're like, use this to end the war. Because it is a bit of a powerful sword. Not extremely powerful, not overpowered. You definitely don't need this sword to finish off the game, but it is a unique sword, and it has a very interesting design to it. At 90, he gave the Diodora's Song, which is full body armor, which Magnus can't use yet. We have to wait a long time before he'll be able to actually use this armor. But it's got a very nice resist strike on it. A very nice resist strike on it. The text when you get Noisha's Promise says that when it's combined with the armor, something happens. Actually, nothing happens. At least, nothing visible happens. As in, if something does happen, it's on the back end, and it's a hidden stat that it's affecting. No one really knows what it does by having them both together. No one's ever noticed a change by having them both together. Because the story behind the armor is that a young girl waiting for her lover believes he has died and kills herself to be with him. The sword has the spirit of the lover who was trying to return home to the girl. So when they're together, they're supposed to be powered up. But they don't, unfortunately. But it is a nice sword to have on Magnus. So what did I do with all that money? I trained. That's pretty much it. I trained everyone. I still have 8K left. As you probably saw when I went here. Yeah, I have 8,464 left. I want to save that, to be honest, to buy equipment and other stuff. Seeing as how we don't actually need to go anywhere. And now there is a reason why I have this level 9 Hellhound in here, is because we are actually going to be going into the Highland for area investigation. This is because there are a couple things to do here. We need to go to Jiram, which, where is Jiram? Or Jiram, or whatever. We're way the hell ass down there. I'll need to actually go there with the guy with the Hellhound, I believe. So, go to Jiram. There will be something very important for us there. Now, Schaeferville. Let's see. There's a little scene we can see in Schaeferville as well. Yeah. Scene in Schaeferville that we can, that's unique, and then the scene way down here when that guy, actually, no. Estevez, this will be a lot quicker if we just put him back onto the fort and bring him back and give him an item. A special item. We can give him the figurine of Sleipnir, and that will make him go really, really fast! It's like, oh my god, I put that on Leia with the marching baton and the sensor of repose. The marching baton allows units to, well, it makes them gain fatigue slower, so they can walk for longer periods of time, and the sensor regenerates or gets rid of their fatigue faster when they're either camping or sitting at a settlement. So not only will she gain the stamina slower, she'll get rid of it faster. So she'll walk for a longer period of time and camp for a lesser period of time than everyone else. Combined with the figurine of Sleipnir, that it just rocks, because then you're moving at twice the speed of everyone else. So we're going to enter the stronghold, so we can get our special scene. I had a young friend. His name was Vad, but he was a near-to-me soldier. But he's no longer with us. He was recruited to fight the Revolutionary Army. Do you know him? I would really like to see him again. Alright, so there's our foreshadowing. What's in the shop? Balder maces, Balder clubs, Balder spears. I actually have one, so I don't have to worry about that. Although, oh yeah, I got some revive stones and quit gates. And one of the items that you can get, it's part of a random set for the periods between the milestone years, were champion statuettes. I ended up getting like 6 of the things. I was happy, and I used them. And when I used them, I realized that I was wrong when I originally talked about the champion statuettes, in saying that it will just raise your experience to 0. Actually, no. It completely raises your level and leaves you at the experience you were at before. So that I was wrong about, so you can actually use them on whoever needs them. Could you please retreat? Thank you. No, I don't want Magnus, I want the organization screen. Carry item, Estevez. You are going to get the marching baton, the sensor of repose, the figurine of Slipnir. Flags of Unity I didn't sell because I wanted to explain sort of what they do. With these, the members in the squad will like each other more, which will allow specifically the magic casters to do their combined magic attacks more often than usual. But I know that the more fights you're in anyway, it doesn't really take that long before being able to do them, and it's just the more fights you're in, it's the more often it happens, and it doesn't take that many, to be honest. You can do training, and it increases the frequency. Mastaba's barrier prevents everyone, whoever dies in that squad, from becoming a zombie. It prevents the formation of zombies at the end of a mission. Note, only zombies. The Manual of Warfare, very, very important item, because it, I believe, it doubles your experience from the battle. I believe it's double. So during training, yeah, my guys, like this squad here that I have, were insta-leveling even in Alba's training, which you're fighting like 3 units, 3 enemy people at once, not even a full 5 that you're fighting against. They're insta-leveling. 100 experience from the battle. The only ones who weren't getting a full 100 were the squads I had that had all 5 characters in it. All the ones with 4 and 3 were insta-leveling with this thing. It was insane, and especially when the cost of training is less than the cost of getting the champion statuettes for each member of the squad. Hell yes, that's worth it. And definitely have this put on the squad, particularly the squads that you want to have be low alignment, because they'll level faster, meaning they'll out-level everyone faster, meaning that they'll be kicking the enemy units' asses and lowering their alignment in the process. The Charge Horn is also interesting in that it allows you to use your interrupt immediately upon entering battle and have access to not only the battle strategy, but retreat and use of your Pedra for that unit. It is very nice to have on squads that you think will need to use an Pedra. So your weaker squads, essentially. Then Revive Stones, those are just the consumables. So those are those unique items. Middle of Vigor we got elsewhere. So, yeah. That's that. He can now move. I can dispatch him, and then we get to see how quickly he gets to Jerome, and if he'll need to camp. Look at how fast he's moving! Oh my god, look at how fast he's moving. Holy crap, he's moving so fast. Let's see. So he's a mountain character, and he's got 2 flying units in him. So I think he should be able to just, yeah, go right either over the mountains or, wow, he's just taking the river route, isn't he? Okay, across the plains. Alright, there goes. He has made it in record time. I'm now at the target location. And he isn't even really fatigued. He's halfway fatigued. Enter the stronghold! Hello. You're the Revolutionary Army. Nasty battle, huh? Thankfully, there weren't any casualties from here, but a stray arrow hit our dog. Ooh. Since I support the cause, I try not to blame you, but my son's depressed. If you have a dog to spare, would you give it to him? The boy thinks the dog ran away. It may take a few times of entering and exiting. Actually, let's just let some time pass and then do this again. Ah, shut up. I want to actually give it to the kid. Come on. I want to actually give it to the kid. Oh, shut up. I lost my place in the walkthrough. Oh well. Let some time pass. Maybe it has to be during the day that I have to give it to him. Anyway, as long as we have the Hellhound in our unit, which we do, we should be able to enter the stronghold. Oh, come on, really? I do have a Hellhound to spare! I do! See? I do! Hi! I have a Hellhound! Alright, let's just leave the town and then come back. Enter Stronghold! Oh, there we go! A while ago, the Revolutionary Army came here. They started fighting here, and my dog, Marcus, got lost. Okay. My mom tells me that Marcus ran far away, and he won't be coming back. But I already know. I know he's not alive. You're from the Revolutionary Army! How dare you! Why did you have to do that to Bacchus? Give me back my Bacchus now! Okay. There we go. Really? This doggy is for me? Take good care of it? You take good care of it? Sure, of course. But this dog has 2 heads. Do I have to feed them both? Oh well. Here, have this beautiful stone I found in the forest. Pedra of Bane! Acquired. Yes, I do realize I could do the 5 rounds of training with Magnus in my Legia. I do realize that. Do I particularly want to spend the money to do that at this point? Not really. Not when I'm even really using the Ellen Pages. I only used it once so far in the whole of the Let's Play. And it was like, that's a rarity too, to use it so soon. Once we can actually start using them in battles, then yeah, I'll go back and I'll get the ones, the other elemental ones. There is still a Pedra of Virtue that we won't be able to get for a little bit. So I think that with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching. This has been LP Showboat 0099. And next time on Let's Play Ogre Battle 64, we'll be moving on to whatever place it is that I want us to go first of our choice of 3. So I will see you all then.